Europe Tourism Cluster Networking event. All the difficult words already out there. My name is Alexia Diakaki, and for those who I haven't met yet, I'm working at Northern Norway Tourist Board, and I am the project manager from the Norwegian side. And of course, representing Norway today, it's an understatement to say how happy I am to be hosting you here in Kirkenes, in Finnmark, the easternmost part of Norway. And we know we're not exactly around the corner. Some of you had to drive a couple of hours. Some of you had to take a couple of flights. So on behalf of the entire team, thank you for taking the time and making the effort for being here with us the next couple of days. Over the next days, we have prepared and tailored a full and hopefully exciting program for you all. We will be mainly hearing from our project partners. So finally, you get to meet the people we are working every day with together on this project. They're going to give us a pick on all the activities that we have been working on, especially since we last met in Luleå. They're going to be sharing inspiring presentations, but also guiding us through hands-on workshops. So the next 2 days, you're not here only to be listening and getting inspired, but we need your feedback, we need your input to continue with the project's work. I'm not going to be guiding you through the program that you have also, as always, on the back of your badges. But I would like to introduce you to the project partners so you know who they are. First and foremost, we have here from Omai, our creative partner, Signe Lindgren. Maybe you can give us a little wave. Thank you, Signe. She's going to be introducing the This is Arctic brand book, and she's also going to be talking us about Arctic Mode, a new communication concept. Afterwards, we also have Michael Green from Social Progress Imperative, our strategic partner, who is helping us develop a tool to measure the value of tourism. Michael, I don't see you there in the back. Give us a little wave. Perfect. And last, but far from least, from Behavior Smart, we have Gergana and Martina. There they are, waving at us, who are helping us create a code of conduct for sustainable tourism in the Arctic. So my suggestion would be to hunt these people down during the coffee breaks and during the lunches, because they're key partners of this project, but they also make great conversational partners. I can guarantee that from personal experience. But before we dive into the program and everything we have in reserve for you, some practical information. So first of all, the exits, you can find them here on the sides. And we have the restroom just outside this room. I always wanted to do this, so bear with me. Then, as usual, per Arctic Europe Tourism Cluster events, everything is going to be recorded except from the workshops. So if you don't want to be caught on camera, remember to duck when you go in front of the screens. And in case you need us, you're going to find us by following the bubbly pink vests. And now, you're not here to listen from me. So as per AETC tradition, I would like to invite on the stage my dear colleague, project director, Nina Forssell, for some opening words. The stage is yours, Nina.
Thank you, Alexia. It's wonderful to see you all here. A lot of familiar faces, and also always so nice to see a couple new faces in every event. I'm really glad you made the effort of coming all the way here. And actually during yesterday evening and this morning, I've heard it's the first time for some of you in Kirkenes. So please use this opportunity to get to know this place a little bit, at least. So then you have a little bit more knowledge about the Arctic Europe area as a whole. Well, first of all, I would like to thank our financiers. Our main financier, Interreg Aurora, not on that slide, but on many of the other slides, making this project possible. and of course all our other financiers, including your companies. The purpose and goal of this project is to make sure Arctic Europe is ready for the future world, resilient, regenerative, and how can we develop so that we are good both for the tourism, the societies we exist in, and our visitors. And that's the reason why we are here also today and tomorrow, but also in the whole rest of the project. We have a series of these networking events. This is actually the fourth one in this project. And during all of these, we have covered quite a few topics that reach towards that goal of the project. The first time we met was in Kirkenes, about a year and a half ago, roughly. There we, of course, kicked off the project, but we also discussed target groups, markets, so on, and very much about regenerative tourism. Then the second time we met was about a year ago in Levi. There we focused strongly on product development. And then in January, we met in Luleå, and there we discussed both digital development and product development. And of course, in between, many of us met in Harstad in the sales workshop, and then there's been a lot of online webinars and other events that we've been doing together. And it's far from over yet after this event either, so there's more to come. So stay tuned for those. But in this event, like Alexia also briefly already mentioned, we have three big topics. The first one being marketing, that we will focus on this morning. It's all about how do we make Arctic Europe known to the right customers? How do we inspire them to travel up to our area? And especially, how do we get them to come here in those potential seasons so that we can reach the year-round target of tourism in the area? We do that, the marketing, by trying out innovative digital solutions. So we're not just settling for doing everything as before, but we try out new things and also share with you the experiences of that so that you can learn and you can use those possibilities in your own marketing. We have both brand marketing included, but also activities that go more on the company level, where you can also get some visibility. We will hear more both from Signe, who was already introduced from OMI, but also we have our own skilled digital task force. And from there we have Marie Nystad here, maybe Marie can give a wave, who will also talk to us during this morning. And of course, all of that is building further on the work that has been done in previous projects. So we didn't start from a blank paper this time around either. Then, the second big topic this afternoon is about the value of tourism and how do we show it, how do we communicate it, how do we make it clear what is the value of tourism. We all know that tourism plays an important role in our societies, and the societies play an important role in the tourism that we do. But often we struggle to really show clearly that what is the value, what do we bring to the surrounding society. Tourism is not as easy as some other industries that you might be able to measure certain companies and that's it. We have a lot of activities in different kinds of companies doing different, partly tourism, partly something else, or different kind of tourism services. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult to gather those facts. We have some of them, for example, guest nights and to some extent spending and so on. But we even struggle with things that should be simple. How many people do we employ, for example? There's a lot of invisible numbers in that. There's the economic values, but we also see an importance to show other values, both the social and ecologic values that are important to show. And we're not alone. the whole world around us is struggling with the same topics. Actually, when we started the cooperation with SPI and we shared some of our wishes, what we need, and they had a friendly, supporting smile. It's like, well, everybody else wants to know that too. So maybe we can do a strong job here and support the tourism industry globally and create a tool that also others can have use of. So for that, Michael Green is here this afternoon, and he will definitely involve you in workshops and work. So not just leaning back, but really thinking and contributing. That is what we expect during the afternoon as well. And then tomorrow we have a third super interesting topic, code of conduct. We know that the awareness of the impact of tourism is rising all the time. What does it do to nature, communities, people, culture? Both positive and negative impacts. Often the negative ones are the ones who get the bold headlines, but it's important to show and steer those impacts. How can we be responsible as companies? How can our customers behave responsibly so that they don't do negative impacts without better knowledge? So for that, we want to develop a common code of conduct that could be used for all this area. Of course, there might be local specialities where you need to adapt, and some of you are doing that work already. But we want to create a tool that can be used by all to at least help a little bit further, to make it easy for both companies and customers to act responsibly. And we will also use the project communication to communicate this further so that we get the word across. And actually I have to say that I'm really, really happy that when we, together with our project partners, roughly 3 years ago, planned this project, we did put this topic in the project plan because it's been growing in importance. And there actually Swedish Lapland, meanwhile here in between, have done a great work with the Care for the Arctic concept in Swedish Lapland. And we will hear more about that tomorrow morning from Annika Fredriksson, who is there in the back, maybe waving her hand. Yes. Thank you, Annika. And then we have the ladies from Behavior Smart who will guide us through that. How can we work forward from that? How can we develop Care for the Arctic further so that we can apply it to the whole area? So, this event as a whole, I hope you learn, I hope you get inspired, and I hope you share and participate actively, because that will be needed during the event. We are sharing work in progress with you in this event, so we're not presenting final results. So we really need everybody's input to make the final results as good as possible then. And of course, meanwhile, it's a great chance for networking, getting to know each other and each other's companies and places. One more thing I want to do is to introduce the Arctic Europe Tourism Cluster Project team, the core team. So here we have, well, Alexia up here, who already was on the stage. Then we have Maikko by the window. And we have Johanna here in the front row. And unfortunately, not here today with us, but we have Petronella and Marika also working strongly in the team. And then the rest of the partner organizations people, we have several of you around here supporting us also in the project work. So, let's have 2 or 1.5 really good, effective, inspiring days. And let's have fun while doing that. Welcome.
Thank you, Nina, for setting the stage for the next, day and a half.